Welcome to the Clarksville-Montgomery County Public Library Bedtime Stories with Miss Mary. And this week we're doing stories about hugs and kisses. It's getting close to Valentine's, so it's going to be a lot of hugs and kisses going on. So our first book tonight is called Slug Needs a Hug by Jeannie Willis. Once upon a timey, there was a little slimy, spotty, shiny, whiny slug. He was wet and weedy, very, very needy, and always greedy for a hug. His mommy didn't hug him, and it began to bug him, and he wondered, why, oh why? Is she never snuggly because I'm so ugly? Said Sluggy with a soggy little sigh. He spoke to other creatures with very different features and asked them what he ought to do to make himself more huggable, less slithery and sluggable, for sadly, Sluggy didn't have a clue. Perhaps if you were furrier and fluffier and purrier, said Kitten, then your mom would hug you tight. So Slug put a woolly hat on with a picture of a cat on and a furry jacket just in case she might. Can you see what he looks like? He's really getting dressed up here. You look funny, honey. If you want a hug from Mommy, said Bird, you need some feathers and a beak. Piglet roared with laughter. If it's hugs the slug is after, he needs trotters and a tail and a squeak. With trotters, tail, and coat, and beak, and feathers, Slug met Goat, who told him that he looked a little weird. If you want a hug, my friend, you need horns stuck on the end, and get yourself a handsome goatee. Look at Mr. Goat. He really thinks he's the belle of the ball. Slug did as Goat suggested, and he sensibly invested in some horns and a mustache made out of string. Moth looked aghast and muttered, and he whispered as he fluttered, Slug, you need some wings, you silly little thing. Slug made himself a pair. He couldn't fly into the air. His wings were scarlet petals from a rose. Although he smelt delightful, Fox declared that he looked frightful, and he'd never get a hug without a nose. Should I lose the beak, thought Slug, if I really want a hug? Would Mommy love me more with just a snout? There was very little space to wear them both upon his face, but Sluggy did, in case of any doubt. Can you see him? He can't get much more on his body. Slug gazed into the brook at his astonishing new look and barely recognized his own reflection. If she doesn't hug you now, then she never will, said Cow, and she gave the slug a head-to-tail inspection. Hoping Cow was right, Slug chugged slowly home that night to show his mom his fabulous disguise. But after all he'd done, she didn't recognize her son. Mother, it's me, said Slug. Surprise! But I love you as you are. You're the sweetest slug by far, said Ma. You have been very greatly missed. You're beautiful and charming. If I could, I'd hug you, darling. But alas, she had no arms. And so they kissed. And that is A Slug Needs a Hug. Why didn't he get a hug from Mom? Because she had no arms. But he got a big old kiss. Look what I have tonight. Trudy Treadwell, I lost my kisses. Can you tell what that is on the front of the cover? Is that a big old cow? Let's see. Oh, look at her. She's kissing the fish already. Matilda Rose loves to kiss. She kisses hello, she kisses goodbye, she kisses good morning, and she kisses good night. Look at her. Poor fish, he's getting his kiss. But today, Matilda Rose feels bad. Something is terribly, horribly wrong, cries Matilda. I've lost my kisses. Where did they go? Don't be silly, Matilda Rose, said her mother. They'll be there when you need them. But I need them today, said Matilda. Daddy is coming home, and the first thing he always says, where's my big smoocheroo? I just have to find my kisses. Maybe I lost them in my bedroom. Matilda wandered through her house singing, kisses, kisses, come back to me. I lost my kisses, now where can they be? What do kisses look like? Asked her friend Lampkins. I don't know, said Matilda, but I do know what they feel like. They can be soft like Mommy's sweet dream kisses, or ticklish like Daddy's whisker kisses. Matilda looks in her toy basket and under her bed, but all she finds is an old banana. Yuck, she says. I will never find my kisses. Maybe I lost them outside, says Matilda, and she goes to the garden shouting, kisses, kisses, come back to me. I've lost my kisses. Now where can they be? Matilda sits down, cuddles. Have you seen my kisses? What do kisses look like, he asks. I don't know, says Matilda, but I do know what they taste like. They can be yummy like chocolate candy kisses. Matilda swings high in the treetops to look in a bird's nest. She peeks down the well, but all she finds is her long-lost doll. Oh, Dolly, I'm so glad to see you. I could kiss you, says Matilda, except I've lost my kisses, she added sadly. Later that morning, Matilda goes shopping with her mom and baby brother Nate. Maybe I can find my kisses here, she thinks. Can I help you? Asked the grocer, Mr. McSnorty. Yes, exclaimed Matilda. I'm looking for my kisses. Well, what do kisses look like? Asked Mr. McSnorty. I don't know, says Matilda, but I do know what they sound like. They can make a little sound like a kiss it better kiss, or a wet, slurpy, sloppy sound like baby Nate's slobbery kiss. Matilda searches and searches. She looks in the cereal boxes and behind the milk, but she cannot find her kisses anywhere. Matilda checks the mailbox on the way home. She has looked everywhere, and she still hasn't found one single kiss. And Daddy's arriving soon. At the airport, Matilda sits down and waits. When everyone starts getting off the plane, she does not even look up, but she hears them kissing. It seems that everyone has kisses, everyone except her. Can you see all the different animals? They've met their loved ones and they're just kissing up a storm. A big tear slides down Matilda's cheek. Oh, look. Suddenly she hears a booming voice. Matilda Rose, where's my big smoocheroo? Matilda feels something deep inside her heart, a stretching feeling, almost a bursting feeling. Matilda gives Daddy the biggest smoocheroo. My goodness, Matilda Rose says, Daddy, that's the best kiss ever. And Matilda smiles. What did she say to her little chick? Mwah! She found her kisses, and all she needed was Daddy to find her kisses tonight. So that is I've Lost My Kisses. Pretty good books for hugs and kisses, isn't it? So now it's time for us to stretch our arms way up high, take that big deep breath, and bring them back down and put them in your lap. Because now it's time for me to say goodbye until next week. I hope to see you again next week, Storytime friends. Goodbye.